These 3 social media platforms have made me millions of dollars. And if you're selling any kind of product or service online, I believe you should be on one or all of these platforms. So from about 2021 until mid 2024, I used to be a content machine. I had my ad accounts shut down on Facebook and Instagram, so I couldn't run ads for a while. I guess I could have run ads on YouTube or some other platforms, but instead I just decided to focus on organic. So I built my audience up from scratch, and pretty much every day I was posting on Twitter, I was posting on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I would post a weekly video to YouTube. And so I tried on all the different platforms. The only platforms I didn't try were TikTok and Snapchat, but I pretty much tried all the major platforms. And there are 3 platforms that I found, and they have different purposes for how I use them, but there's 3 platforms that I found to be the best, in my opinion. And now that I'm getting back into the content groove after 9 to 10 months away, I'm going right back to these platforms. So I'm going to share what those are and how I use each of them. So the first one is going to be YouTube. So obviously you're watching this video on YouTube. Right now, I wanted to get back into the habit of posting videos. And I actually had like 300 plus videos on my channel built up over the years that I've made private. So maybe I'll start releasing some of those. But I wanted to get back in the groove because I know how powerful YouTube videos are. Most of my long-term clients originally found me from a YouTube video. And so YouTube is really powerful because it's a search engine. So you could create videos about a certain topic, and those videos can get viewed for years and years and years. I had a video, I launched my YouTube channel in 2020, January 2020, and I had videos that were still getting views every day, hundreds of views sometimes, 4 years later in 2024. So YouTube is great for longer term or longer form videos, and they're educational videos, they're case study videos. There's also like proof videos that you can show of your results and your client results. And it's great because it's an evergreen search engine, so it can always be found and always be watched. So I wanted to ramp YouTube up first. That was the first platform I wanted to get back in the groove with because I know how powerful it is. I'd probably rank YouTube number 1. So I'm doing a 30 days of video series right now, if you can't already tell. If you look at my videos, I've been posting every day for about 22 days now. And I can already start to see the traction growing again. And my subscribers are going up, my views are going up, and people are commenting and engaging. So it was a slow start, but now I'm getting in the groove with these videos. And who knows, I might keep it going past 30 days. So YouTube is the number 1, and these other 2 aren't ranked in any particular order, but I would say YouTube is number 1, the most powerful that I've used. Number 2 is going to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn, okay? So LinkedIn is great because you use it as a content publishing platform, video and text content. You can write long form text posts, you can write short text posts, you can post videos, you can do lives. So you can do all of these different style of content. And it is really powerful because of the people on it. I can't remember the exact stat that I read, but it was something like the users on LinkedIn have like 40% higher average salaries than the other platforms. So everyone on there is business focused, and they typically have higher net worth, higher income, and it's a business focused platform. So the people who are there are open to doing business. They're open to having those conversations more than other platforms that are less business focused. So the other thing about LinkedIn is, and the way that I've made the most amount of money from it, is combining the content publishing platform with the outreach capabilities. So you could target people based on their job title and their industry and the company size, and you could find these people, you could find the CEOs and founders of companies and reach directly out to them and start a conversation with them. So there's no other platform like that where you can target by that specific criteria. So as I'm posting content on LinkedIn, I'm also connecting with these powerful decision makers in these different industries and people I want to work with as clients. And I'm able to start conversations with them directly. So there's no other platform like it that I've seen that you can target people that way and start conversations that way, and the people there are all business focused. So LinkedIn is my number two, and I used to post there every day for years. My first service business, which was started in 2017, which is called Growth Response, started off as a LinkedIn lead generation service. We would work with SaaS founders, and we would help them to generate leads and appointments or demos for their SaaS through LinkedIn outreach. So it's been very powerful for a long time, and I continue to use it because it continues to work. Now, the third platform is something that I only just started doing last year, or I started focusing on it more actually end of 2023, and that's Instagram. So Instagram, I don't typically use it the way that other people use it. I don't post much. I don't create those reels. I don't do image posts or anything, carousels. I just use the stories feature. So I call it the Instagram story sales letter. I didn't have a better name for it. But what I like to do with Instagram is whenever I have an offer that I'm promoting and I want to run it hard, and I have a pretty small audience there, it's like 1,800 people. But whenever I have an offer, I want to run a promotion, I want to run it hard, I will just go ham on Instagram stories. So I'll post like 5, 7, 10 stories a day. And really all it is, it's like a picture of me or a picture of something in my environment. And it'll just have like a wall of text, just basically like copyright, little mini sales letters. And typically I'm selling a high ticket offer, so I'm having people DM me after they read the story. And Instagram is powerful because they have a big focus on the DMs and the story engagement feature. So there's no other platform where you can post a story and someone can like right below the story, they can send a comment or message you directly from that story. Or at least it's not as easy as it is on Instagram. So there's a ton of people on Instagram. Everybody has an Instagram account. They use it every day. I would say that's the social media profile that I use most. And if you have good copywriting skills and you sell high ticket offers and you want to run a promotion, run up Instagram stories, because Instagram story sales letters, they're very powerful if you do it correctly. So if you want to see how I do it, just go to seananthony.co. That's my username on Instagram. And then you can see whenever I run a promo, I don't always run promos, but you can see how I do it based on just following me on Instagram, looking at my stories. But I have made a lot of money from Instagram stories, selling high ticket and just running these little promos for a week or so, 1 to 2 times out of the month. So those are what I would say are the 3 platforms that are the most important for me. YouTube is the only one that has that long-term searchability. It's a search engine. People can watch your videos years later and they build up a relationship with you because they're watching your videos and they're feeling closer and closer with you because someone can go through all of your videos in one sitting if they really wanted to. Second is LinkedIn, because it's a very versatile platform and you can also reach out to decision makers, and the quality of people on that platform is typically higher than the other platforms. And Instagram, specifically the stories feature for running up big high ticket product and service promos. So those are my 3. I've generated millions of dollars across those 3 platforms, and I've used them for many years. And now that I'm going back to content, those are the 3 that I'm focusing on again. So I hope that was useful to hear, or at least a little bit interesting. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video.